are here to collect all the marbles.
They are getting started right now on Smashville. Now, there was a point when Seagull Joe said he will never lose to Puppeh. I'm not sure if Puppeh has defeated him since, but if that's still the case, Seagull Joe, you know, this could kind of be one of those things you lose sleep over if he does finally end up having a loss to Puppeh.
Yeah, no doubt. Especially since there was a while where Joe was bodying almost every single Sheik that he came across in bracket. So it's not that, like, you know, the matchup is super hard for him. It's just like the level of play has to be above a certain level. And Puppeh, I feel like he has potential to be above that level to take it over Joe. Like right now, he has a solid lead to him. He just needs one more good read, and I think you can see the stock fly, not connecting the bouncing fish right there. But Puppeh is known for those up smashes.
Yeah, that's what I was about to mention. Obviously, Sheik is known for kill power, but Puppeh is he's just a master of connecting with that up smash, and that's one of the moves that can actually end the stock right now. 73 right now on Puppeh, 110 on Seagull Joe. Seagull needs to get a little more percent before we see his patented attempt at a forward smash.
Or maybe even a back throw. Well, not this close to it, or not that length. But if he gets him like really close to the ledge, especially now, back throw will definitely kill. Go for that forward smash like you said, but recovering high won't give you the 2-frame opportunity, so Joe just swinging at the air.
Right now, still essentially tied stocks at the moment. Seagull Joe might have the slight advantage due to the kill power, but it may not matter if Puppeh keeps playing this way, and he connects with the up air, and he draws first blood. Good stuff by Puppeh.
The deepest up air I've ever seen. Like, not even not the other hits connected, just the very last hit, but that's just the one you need, so why not? We're taking it.
Now Seagull's gonna have to, he's gonna kind of struggle a bit to connect. One, because Puppeh is just so aggressive and relentless right now, but two, he's so evasive, even right there getting the grab break courtesy of that F-tilt. Puppeh just being so difficult to hit at the moment that Seagull finally gets his hands on him. What edge guard setup are we gonna see? Maybe a charge F smash, maybe setting up for back air, goes for the back air, but Puppeh displaying that patience, just not taking the bait.
Yeah, now Joe looks like he wants to slow down. Puppeh's still approaching a lot harder than he might need to, but you know what? He smells blood. He's feeling it. And he's still alive, the Sheik. I thought he was dead for a second, but I was like, wait a minute, this character's recovery is OD. And speaking of OD, that bouncing fish almost taking it with rage. Joe can't afford to take another one of those in that situation. I think he knows it. He's trying to play a lot safer, but Puppeh just still dancing out of his range.
Being safer might be too little too late, because Puppeh is just pretty much at max range, is at max range now, and he's just continuing to hit. But Seagull Joe finally getting the punish, getting that first stock, at least for his team. Using a down tilt, very unorthodox option, but it did work at percent that high. Yeah.
I mean, it was forward just like walking up and doing it. I thought it was supposed to be like a forward smash, but maybe forward tilt has just more active frames. Call out spot dodge.
He will never know.
Yeah.
We can ask him after the match, because I knew it would work. Will be his answer, I'm sure.
I mean, if you ask Joe, we'll probably say it's intentional no matter what he did.
Yeah.
If it worked, it was like, oh, it's intentional.
115, 123 to 29. And you know, right now, you can tell that Seagull Joe is playing a little scared, not having that same confidence he's known for. Oh, we're going to see a big-time punish. No! Seagull Joe not able to make anything happen off of it. And that goes to show you just kind of that lack of confidence he's playing with. And part of that is just the sheer aggression that Puppeh is displaying. But you see Puppeh F-tilt, you see him jab, and Seagull's just kind of holding his shield, and Puppeh managing to get grabs almost every time afterwards.
Yeah, you have to respect a lot of Sheik, but there's a few things you don't really need to. It looks like Joe's finally starting to do that. Spin dashes through the forward air attempt. And this actually is a little scary for Puppeh. If he gets grabbed around now, especially if the platform's there, we might see a 50-50 off the up airs, and it might almost kill.
Yeah, or Spring Ride's still an option as well. And again, a rare miss from Seagull Joe, but he does get the F smash. Seagull Joe showing he still has some life left. Puppeh has him at 161 though. An up smash and up air, so many things will do it. The forward air almost doing it as well. Seagull Joe getting close to that F-tilt percent as well, where his stock can be gone.
Yeah, and if Puppeh loses this, I feel like he won't be very happy. Going to the next game, you have to take into account his mentality. Still alive, the forward tilt giving him more like space to work with. And at this point, it is an even game because there's so much right on the table, and that's definitely it. That is it. Joe brings it all the way back, just chuckling about it. But
from the grasp of defeat, Seagull Joe manages to bring it back versus Puppeh. And you know, Puppeh was just he was winning so many interactions, but when it came down to it, that last hit, Seagull Joe managed to avoid all of the setups, all the situations, and fortunately for him, was able to clutch it out.
Yeah, and that's the mark of a seasoned player right there, just being able to stay composed all that way through. I think at the start of that second stock, he was something over 70, 80% behind, so very tough position to work with. And he ended that game at 160, I think.
Surprisingly enough, that's actually the first time Puppeh ever got hit by that setup. Every time Seagull Joe set up for the back roll, Puppeh either completely evaded the situation or he threw out an attack and did a grab break. But, you know, that time, I guess Puppeh was a little concerned for his life as well and managed to just kind of hand it over to Seagull.
Yeah, the moment of hesitation is really all that you need. Or all that Joe needs, rather.
Puppeh still looking like he has indeed not lost his composure. Granted, Seagull Joe is keeping it a lot closer than he did last game. You know, the aerials are just coming out. The fury is not stopping from Puppeh despite losing last game. And, you know, that's kind of the correct mentality that you need if you do want to be able to win games after you lose the first one. And that was what he was doing last time to avoid any of the grab setups. Managing to get the F smash off, so he was very determined in that situation.
Yeah, I'm surprised that he still got that shield up in enough time for a power shield at that. So very fortunate for Puppeh for him to get the power shield just to get another forward smash off that too. This is a regrab, but Joe not getting a punish. He still gets a back air though. And that one, I feel like got sent really far.
And Seagull seems to have scouted it out. Puppeh is kind of jump air dodging a bit. Seagull Joe kind of delaying a back air, and just it's been connecting time and time again. Tries to get that F smash. Puppeh evades the situation. Seagull Joe off stage, gonna try to recover. Puppeh not letting him, getting another back air. Seagull Joe finally planting his feet on the ground, even if it is only for a moment.
Yeah, I agree with that. And wow, at the homing attack, still puts in a great position off the trade. And actually, Puppeh sneaks that one all the way in there. Joe, I don't think he expected that. I don't think he expected that bouncing fish either. And in the battle of scrambles, Puppeh gets the better end. What are with these homing attacks? I'm with them. They're working out well, but I've never really seen Sonic go for that option. Intentional.
At this point, he's like, well, it hasn't been working yet. Is the back going to do it? No, not quite yet, but 124%, definitely some good damage. Puppeh just aggressively coming back onto that stage with those aerials.
Yeah, and the power of Sheik at low percents, you have to respect her because you know how much damage she can put on.
Not able to do it. I was wondering if we were going to see a beautiful combo vid right now. Puppeh did not manage to get it, but he definitely came back on the stage swinging.
Yeah, I like how Joe just held that trigger finger and did not air dodge until he felt like he absolutely needed to. Nice conversion, though, by Joe. Spin dashing straight through, getting an up air. That only works with the higher percentage play. The higher percentage, that's really all you really needed to do.
Puppeh coming down with a forward smash. Very unorthodox to see from anyone other than Bayonetta, but especially a Sheik. And right now, you know, kind of a little bit of a pinball game going on. Puppeh just hitting Seagull Joe no matter where he goes. Seagull finally getting a hit, and he is indeed making it count. Quick 27, now 42, now 48. Seagull got an open, and he is not letting it in. 51 and 64. I can't keep up at the moment. Seagull Joe relentless on this pursuit right now. Puppeh needs to stop the bleeding.
Yeah, and he finally gets the dash attack, answering back just a little bit, but he might be playing a little bit too over-aggressive right now. Look at that. He lands right into Seagull Joe's shield. Finally gets another hit going, though, but still not quite finding anything else. Air dodging straight through all that. Joe trying to play as safe as he can, using spring, using everything, and that up smash could have been it, but Joe just pixels ahead of that. And wow, Puppeh is just playing so relentless, but not getting anything off that until he does. And look at all those haymakers.
I was not expecting it to end that way. Like, Seagull looked like he was playing so well. Puppeh definitely had a kind of a layered plan there. He said, I'm going to go for this, I'm going to go for that. And then on the platform and up smash, very rarely do you see that situation arise. And Puppeh already planned it out, and X hits the mark. Beautiful stuff coming in from him, tying it up 1-1.
Yeah, it was actually kind of ridiculous how many buttons Puppeh pressed in that last 20 seconds. He was just all over Joe, and Joe was actually not getting hit by any of it until the most unexpected hit happened.
And something different about this match, you know, Seagull Joe definitely taking a lead. Puppeh, prior to this, always had the early lead. Seagull Joe finally doing it, but Puppeh trying not to let it last, getting those hits when it counts, and almost taking it back, only down by 2% right now, but Seagull Joe hitting with that spring and just kind of advancing his I guess, path to victory at this point.
Yeah, and I feel like this counter pick is really interesting from Joe because normally Sheiks are known for this. The needles travel so far and they're uninterrupted on the stage. So once you're above, 100 or whenever the needles put you in the tumble, I don't know exactly off the top of my head. But like Puppeh can just walk forward if Joe jumps, and Joe has to respect it. Like he's just gonna give up a lot of space like that. But Joe's just like, well, what if I just don't get above 100?
And that's currently what he's doing. As you mentioned needles, earlier we saw Puppeh going for them a bit, and I've definitely seen Sheik matchups versus Sonic. And normally they do use a lot more needles because it's one of the moves that one of the few projectiles that will stop Sonic from spin dashing. I wonder if we're going to see Puppeh start implementing that more, if he's going to continue to his current playstyle.
At this point, I feel like the current playstyle, because my man is hitting so many buttons on Joe, just trying to hit him every single time he tries to touch the ground. And yeah, Joe is still rolling into these forward smashes sometimes. Tries to get him with the needle, the bouncing fish, not quite finding it. And Joe fighting his way back to center stage. No needles from Puppeh though. And wow, at that standing grab range, will this kill? Wow, it actually does. Joe drawing first blood.
And putting the spring down to get rid of that invincibility as soon as Puppeh comes down. But Puppeh still trying to go for blood. We saw an up air connected, not enough. We saw a bouncing fish. We've seen an F smash. Puppeh right now is trying to end this stock, gets in there. Bouncing fish isn't going to connect at this percent, but he is relentless right now. Seagull Joe gives him the air dodge, but Puppeh not able to connect.
Yeah, Puppeh is always just so relentless, but for his credit, it looks like Joe hasn't been able to turn it around as much. Like, he's going aggressive, but he's not really punishing too much unless he attacks Joe's shield. So Puppeh, when he's at advantage, I think he's playing really well, but this neutral is getting very rough for him because look at that. Every single time he tries to fight his way out of disadvantage, that's when he's getting tagged.
Yeah, Seagull Joe has gotten so many grabs. He got so many grabs that he was able to figure out that habit in the air from Puppeh. He threw him up so many times. And that straight homing attack, you said you liked it, and maybe that's why it definitely worked. Seagull Joe at 159 manages to get back, and Puppeh in such a bad position at the moment. Max Rage on Sonic, and F Smash will take it, and up smash, and I love the mix of the movement coming in from Seagull Joe, showing he still has tricks.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever really seen that from him before. And that's rare because I've been commenting his matches for like 3 years, but I still haven't really seen that one. Joe showing us some new tricks right there.
Puppeh definitely not out yet, but
now he is.
Well, I spoke too soon.
Yeah, as soon as he jabbed that shield and he didn't go into the rapid jab. Actually, even if he did go in the rapid jab, that was kind of a done deal. So he had to stop that pressure there, but that still wasn't quite enough. Back throw or up throw would have done it, but up throw will be the option of Joe's choosing right now. He's going to go up 2-1 in this best of 5 set.
Puppeh is going to have to dig deep because that was the most lopsided victory of the set so far. But he did bring him the battlefield. I believe he is a huge fan of this stage. We're going to see if he can make it happen. Unfortunately, Puppeh is, at least in this set, he's been just kind of comboing and chasing Seagull Joe everywhere. With a couple platforms there, Seagull's going to have a lot more options to escape. Whether he's going to up B to it, spin dash to it, and it might be a little more difficult for Puppeh to kind of pin him down.
Also, it will be definitely more difficult for Puppeh to kill. These big blast zones mean that you have to really take advantage of this platform layout, create more advantageous situations, because otherwise, like if you do all that, you'll be breaking even at best because of the later kill percentages.
That is true. On the plus side, though, this counter pick will help him at least not die the same way he did last game, which was off of 2 up throws.
Facts. Yeah, that's actually really true. So maybe he was banking on not dying more than killing.
He said, I'll just take the grabs, he said. But right now, it may not make a difference. 33% is the difference right now. Seagull Joe just chasing him down more and more. 51 is how much Seagull is up. Only a minute into this game. And Seagull trying to fish for these back airs. Finally, a couple needles coming out. But again, kind of a lack of spacing by Puppeh. Very unorthodox to his current playstyle. Very rarely does he miss space in area.
Yeah, the shield seems to be Puppeh's worst enemy right now. Because every single time that shield is up and he touches it, Joe has just been already right there to grab. Wow, right over the, fingernails. The fingernails
Micro
of Sheik.
spacing is how Seagull Joe was able to get that kill. And what makes it even better is it was so bold, because if he was wrong, he would have lost his stock. And Seagull, you can tell he's definitely feeling himself right now.
Yeah, Sheik's like, if I didn't trim my fingernails this morning, I might have been able to get that kill. Dang. That's what good hygiene gets you. A trip to the blast.
Don't cut him. Don't cut him. Or you, too, will end up at 78%. And Seagull is definitely running away with this. Puppeh needs to turn it up, and he needs to do it fast if he wants to ensure himself into grand finals. Puppeh does finally get a couple hits on there. Seagull air dodging down Puppeh all over it. has him at 118. Gonna need an up smash if he wants to steal the stock at the moment, though.
Yeah, and on this stage, I'm not really feeling like an earlier kill coming through from Puppeh. I think he'll have to work really hard for it. I think he can do it. Never mind. Yeah, the air dodge read will take the set 3-1, but Puppeh was definitely on life support before that, just because so many things were working out for Joe, and it was completely almost uncontested for most of that stop.
Yeah, I think really what it came down to was